Hey there again, it's Daryl from My Opinion The Count Don't Count. In my last video, I just gave a little brief description on, how I made my decisions to get here and you know, what made me want to come to Thailand. But I did mention that I chose a budget of $2,500. That was after extensive research. And then I want to tell you guys I'm still new to the YouTube, so I don't know how to do too much flashy screen over stuff and everything. So I'll just have to tell you my numbers, and then hopefully you guys would trust me. I have some bills and things like that. So $2,500 is what I came up with after extensive research. I checked, different people. I think Chocolate Man in Thailand did a video on it. Austin Harleman did a video on it. It's a white guy named Pattaya everywhere, something like that. I looked at maybe 20 videos and just came up with a figure that I felt like will work for me. And I included what I want to spend on housing, what I drink beer, what I can possibly spend on beer, and all the way down to the single nick and crannies. I relied on a lot of other people advice on what they were spending for electricity and utilities and things like that. My budget also included me going out for whenever I want to go out, basically. So $2,500 equals approximately 92,000 baht, right? I think that is a more than enough budget to sustain yourself. So included in that budget is my housing costs, right? My housing cost is 23,000 baht a month. 23,000 baht gets me an approximately 55 square meter condo. Um, that $23,000 equals approximately $625. So I will show you the outside of my condo right now, just so you guys can see. This is off my balcony. It's a beautiful location. This is actually Grand Avenue. Um, it's right here in the middle of Central Pattaya. It's off. It's right between. For those who know Pattaya or the ones who don't know Pattaya, it is right between Soy Bacau and Second Road. So it is a perfect location. I actually did try to find different locations like in Jomtien and different areas, North Pattaya. But I felt like when I seen this place with the scenery, the pool set up, and how large the condo was, the condo also comes with a spa. It has a steam room and a sauna. It has a gym. The gym is not the best I've seen out of all the condos, but it does the job. You have a few treadmills in there. You have some free weights. They have cable machines there, so you have those options there. But it's a little bit more pricey than a lot of people want to spend. I don't know why. I think you need to spend the money on your house. That's where you're going to be spending the majority of the time. So I paid $23,625. 23,000 baht, $625 monthly on my place. So electricity, I shouldn't say electricity, but utilities. I just got my first set of utility bills. So my water bill was 378 baht. That's the equivalent to approximately $10.30. So that's not bad, right? That's way cheaper than probably in your home countries or in the States or wherever. So you can't beat that. Month worth of water, $10. Electricity. So I like to see what the maximum I'm going to be at, right? So I left my electricity on. My Acon stayed on pretty much the whole month, and my bill was approximately 2,630 baht. That equals approximately 72 bucks. So 72 bucks for electricity for a whole month. Again, you can't beat that. That is substantially amount cheaper. I can lower that down, but it depends on your comfort level. But I had mine, 23 degrees, approximately, Celsius the whole time, and 2,600 baht. Not too bad. Internet. Internet is a necessity, of course. That is monthly, 845 baht a month. That 845 baht equals approximately 23 bucks. So It's not the fastest, but it's the best they have here. 845 baht, 23 bucks. I don't know how that compares. I know I paid more in the States. I think mine was close to 60 or 70 bucks a month. But 23 bucks is totally, totally affordable and it's not bad. So in total, for all my electricity, my utilities, it's approximately 3,854 baht a month, which equals to $105. You add that to the $600 620 approximately $625 I pay for rent. That is total $730. So a month, not bad at all. It's affordable. So if you guys are stressing about where having the money, I'm pretty sure if you can afford 2,000 in the States, you can afford 730 bucks all inclusive here in Pattaya. So some of the other things I budgeted for was transportation. So there are a few ways to get around. You can do a motorbike. A lot of people do motorbikes. Those can range from, depends on the size and amount of cc's you get, anywhere from 2,500 baht to approximately 4,000 baht. 4,000 baht is maybe about 100 bucks. 2,500 baht is maybe, I can't remember exactly how much that is. Maybe 70 something dollars or whatever. But I chose not to, since I'm right here in between, uh, Soy Bacau and Second Road. I can walk to either in 50 meters, 100 meters. I just take the tuk tuk. And tuk tuk goes in big circles around Beach Road and Second Road. And they got another set that goes, Second Road and Soy Bacau. And they also got tuk tuks that goes from here, which is Central Pattaya, to Job Tamin and other beaches in the local area. But those prices are only 10 baht one way. So 10 baht is probably about 75 cents. So you can drive for miles or kilometers, whatever your conversion is, and you're only going to pay 75 cents one way. Another one is boat taxi. Boat taxi is kind of equivalent to Uber in the States. Boat taxi. I haven't taken a ride that was more than probably 100 baht, and 100 baht is probably like $2.75. So again, extremely affordable. All that was budgeted. I figured I'd take a few tuk-tuks, but lesson learned was I didn't need a motorbike, right? So that is cost savings for me, and the tuk-tuk is more than sufficient. It's hundreds of these things out here. You're never going to be waiting longer than 30 seconds for a ride here. And if you don't want to ride the tuk-tuk, you're going a little farther, you can always catch the boat for $2.50. Hey, too easy, right? Um, One of the biggest things that I learned since being here is your meals. Um, I started out eating in all the tourist locations because it's a tourist location. I ate this restaurant, that restaurant, order off Grab. Grab can run you 800 to 1,000 baht per meal, so that is $20 to approximately $27 a meal. That can add up, right? So again, I did everything kind of big that first few weeks I was here, and that cost added up over time. So we talking hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for that month of meals. So what I did was, I started talking to locals and say, hey, where does everybody, do for meals? Is everybody going, say Central or ordering off Grab or whatever? But I did started going to, different restaurants. I think I've seen a few reviews on those, but those again, that stuff adds up. So if you start to eat at the local locations where the Thais eat, those meals get significantly cheaper. So you can get a meal right here, maybe again 50 meters down from my house. Is the mall there, and it's called Grand Avenue Mall. Inside there, they have basically like a food court. It's called I forget exactly what it's called, but it's a food court. Maybe 10 to 15 different local vendors there inside. They have their own shop and they're cooking meals. Those meals range from 60 to 100 baht. So 60 baht is a dollar and 50. 100 baht again is $2.75. So you can significantly save money by just eating locally, not the commercially uh, made food like McDonald's, or another big one is Prime Burger or KFC. They have all those restaurants here. But if you eat that local food, you can save yourself a penny money for those that's going to be on a budget. I still enjoy going to Prime Burger. I still like the taste of home. Get me some KFC. I love Soul Bistro. It's a fabulous restaurant. I order there. So I still be lazy sometimes and get the grab. Sometimes I don't want to go out. I still do that. It all fits within my budget, so I'm not too much worried about it. But the way I did save a lot of money as far as food was just going over to these local shops and um, getting my meals. Also, I like to eat fruit. So the fruit on Second Road was approximately 60 baht. The fruit outside, on the other side of kind of outside the tourist area, it's only 20 baht, significantly cheaper, right? So that's the thing. You just have to kind of look out for those price changes, because things are always going to be a little bit more for the tourists than for the expats that's living here or the local community that's living here. So that's another thing. So again, $2,500. I haven't yet to be able to bust my budget. I pull out, I don't have a Thai bank account, so I have to go to the ATM. So you have to, figure out those conversion fees and things like that. So what I like to do is I like to pull out 20,000 baht at a time, 20,000 baht. Now I try to make that, give myself a budget of 2,000 baht a day, and I just make that work. 2,000 baht a day, 20,000 baht, $5. I mean, 500 and probably $80. 2,000 baht a day is probably $52. So I never spend 2,000 baht a day, but just for budgeting purposes, I do that, right? I do it. I don't try to keep myself to a tight budget, but I try to make it last that 10 days. And if it doesn't, oh well, I'm all fine. But it still keeps me within that $2,500 budget, because, again, you don't want to spend all the way down to your last dollar. At the end of the month, you don't want to be at zero or close to it, right? So you need to, and you also still need to be considered, continue to build your savings as you're here, right? If you're going to be spending. So it's other costs that's going to be, you'll have to incur, because eventually you're going to have to fly out for the ones that's under 50. You're going to have to fly out and then reset your visa time. So again, you need to have some savings, and you just don't want to do the budget stuff, right? The the what is it? The border runs. Go enjoy some life, right? Get out there and see Vietnam. Go spend a week in Vietnam, which is still relatively inexpensive, but you want to have that cash to be able to do whatever you want to do. So if you're taking yourself to the max budget every month, you're out of line. You need to figure that out, right? Um, you need to, plan it way to where you can enjoy your life to the maximum, while at the same time saving some of your money to be able to, just in case emergencies or whatever, it is, and get out of Thailand or go to Bali or whatever. That should be the plan, right? The point of this life is to enjoy it. We out here enjoying it. Just focus on enjoying your life, stress-free living. There's plenty of stuff to do here in Thailand. Um, I'm in Pattaya, but you can go to Phuket. I didn't personally like Phuket. I thought Phuket was a little bit more expensive, and everything in Phuket seems to be a scam. It's an opportunity to be scammed. Even the tuk-tuks, it's just like scam, scam. I mean, everything is higher too. So again, tuk-tuks here is 10 baht. Tuk-tuk in Phuket, 200 baht. It's a drastic difference, right? I personally got scammed. I got caught into a jet ski scam, and I knew it. I felt it the whole time, but I got caught into. But we wanted to ride a jet ski. We felt like we looked in there. I said, "Hey man, I don't want a jet ski with a lot of CCs. I just want something to scoot around for a little bit." He kept pushing me to this jet ski, and after I paid, that's when he got. And boom, we out there having fun, enjoying, and out of nowhere, that jet ski just flips over. And we had to be maybe a mile and a half out, right? And We couldn't see them. We couldn't see we were so far, we couldn't see the beach. But lo and behold, here they come. It was like they knew it was going to happen. And eventually they came and they towed the jet ski back in. They, gave us rides back to the beach. And then that guy was asking for 30,000 baht. 30,000 baht, almost $1,000. And I just was like, hey man, that's just not gonna happen here today, buddy. I'll pay you a little bit to get your jet ski fixed. We got into a little verbal altercation. I almost turned physical. It was so bad to where I had to tell Aki, hey, go to the hotel because if something go down, I don't want you in the middle of it. So she had to, hightail it off to the hotel. But those scam opportunities are everywhere in Phuket. Not so much here in Pattaya, and I'm pretty sure they still some people try to get over that. But the beauty about Pattaya is they have tourist police, and you can always go to the tourist police and get those things handled if you have any type of issues. Um, don't So I just felt like Pattaya was the best fit for me, and that's why I chose it because Phuket is just it's maddening out there. It's crazy. But enough of that. Um, what else? I think that pretty much covers it. If you guys have any questions or any comments on the video, please leave them down below, or you can email me at myopiniondon'tcount at gmail.com. That link will be down below too. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, and pass this video on to your friends, and maybe they might want to come to Pattaya and hang out for a little bit. So that's all I got. It's Daryl Curie. My opinion don't count. Until next time.